You may have come up with the idea, but are you willing to go talk to 4 people and say, hey, I'm willing to give everybody 25% share if we can go in on this vision? And if you're able to sell that, then I think you're in a good position to getting partnerships. But if you go through and say, I'll give you 1%, I want to keep 99% of this, you may have a problem convincing other people to actually execute your vision, which is basically what you're trying to do. Because you got to make it about the team's vision as opposed to simply your vision.
Each one of us was at 25% shares. So this is the company. You have 25% shares, each one of you, but some of you feel you're working harder than others. And each one of you feels have the right say in the company and equal say in the company of the same shares. So even if you work hard or not, I'll still get my share. It was demotivating to some of us, but motivating to those who seemed not to really work hard. So what we did, it was one of my most pressing issues. The first one I tried was called vesting. Vesting, where each one of the company directors is given shares depending on the amount of work they do, and they keep increasing because you're given a certain deadline and you hit it in the given period of time, your shares increase. If you're supposed to deliver a certain amount of work and you do not deliver it as expected, they reduce. It's a very good tool, but it doesn't apply in some countries. I put my team down. The first key thing we worked on was communication. Whether we've done anything in the week or not, we had to meet every week. The first 4 weeks, it was working fine. And when it came to the 5th week, morale began dying out.
I think it depends on how you write your articles of incorporation and how you have those shared agreements and how you're going to perform. There needs to be a clause, like a non-performance clause that basically you cede your shares to the company if you don't perform and you're replaced. You're going to have attrition in each one of these visions, especially if it's something that's going to take a while to ramp up and actually show results. Some people are very impatient and they want results like tomorrow, and when it doesn't work out, things begin to slide.
I had another teammate who's really, really hardworking. So I first shared it with him, and then we agreed. And then we called a meeting and told these guys, we're dropping your shares. You're getting this much, we're reducing you by this much, we are reducing yours by this much. And we are increasing eddies by this much. It was done, and guess what happened? It was as if I had increased their shares, because they knew that if they do not even deliver, the little that they have was going away. I was just being open with them and talking at a friendly level, but business-wise, because I told them we are no longer kids. This is no longer a discussion group. This is a business, and you cannot begin playing games in a business. So if you cannot put time to make your work, you shouldn't get as much as someone who puts the entire time to the company. So whatever time you commit to the company is equivalent to the number of the profit that you get from it. So if you give it 4 hours a day, it's okay, but you get this much. If you give it 12 hours a day, it's fine, you get this much. And it was clear, and we agreed on it. And yes, we worked as a team. And up to now, we don't have any wrangles amongst us.